Hello everyone, today we are going to do interface a switch to AVR microcontrollers any port and show the status of that switch on LED or we can say on board. So for that purpose, we need to create a project file new. We are going to create a project, empty project. We'll name that switch underscore status on LED. Okay, so path we need to choose a folder. I'll take a path of this folder to where we have taken the previous program AVR programming. I'll create a folder in here, switch interface, and then I'll say okay. So the program is created, project is created. We have to take a new file. We are going to save it by using Control S. Go to the drive AVR programming switch case. Right here main.c, kept in mind main.c is the name that is to be given to particular C file. Then we have what we have to do, we have to right click here, add files, main file we have to add. Okay, so this is the first thing that we have to do. And next thing we have to find out where m file. You can find out by traditional way by searching the actual m file, the so- uh, installed software location. So I have opened the m file over here, take at middle. So three things we have to do: make file, main file name, we have to click on ok, then cu type, going to take atmega 16 suppose, and then the make file where output format is ix. Then we are going to save it as save as. We are going to save wherever we have stored, means we have created our folder switch, so there is no need to change this name, kept as it is. Make file, save it, close it. Then I'm going to add file, make file. Okay, then we have to write a program in here. So how to do it? So for that purpose we have discussed that, what we have discussed that for input switch, what we need a port. So in that, suppose we'll go into a Proteus. Okay, so this is the program, this is the uh, hardware I have created in a Proteus, where I have interface switch in here to port D. So how to interface a switch? What I have done, I have taken VCC, that is 5 volt. Suppose this is resistance of 1k, then middle of that is nothing but a path from VCC towards the port pin when switch is open, right? So this is the first case. And next case, when the switch is actually closed, what will happen? What will happen, the ground is going to get to this particular port D, because the supply is get grounded. So that's why there is a 0 volt, or we can say ground potential. So we'll get port D to be as a 0. This is the way the switch is to be interfaced to this microcontroller. So now what we are going to do, we are going to interface switch to port D. So for that purpose, what we have to do, we have to we have input switch to port D, and what we have, LEDs to port D. So how to write a program? We have to start from hash include avr slash io dot h, then int main. We need a delay, then we can write down the header file of delay, else there is no need to write. Return statement, we are using main. What we need ddrd, right? Because the input switch is connected to port D. Look at here again, the input switch is connected to port D with only one input. Port D means PD0. So we are not using port D for the other purposes, so we take directly 0x00 as the port D as input port, right? And next we'll take DDRP to be as 0xFF. You can say port P as put. Now what we are going to do, we are going to take a condition if, right? So if port D means we have to use pin B, and in that we have taken the last bit 0. So I am going to ending that particular pin B with 0x0 0x01. So if it is true, then the port B will get a data of 0xFF. Okay, 0x. Okay, else port B will get a data 0x00, right? So it will happen only once. So for that purpose we need to make in indefinite time. So I'll take while one, so that this if else statement will continuously executed as long as the program is running. Okay, so take a look at here. Pin B ended with 0x01. Pin B kept in mind, pin B ended with 0x01 means last bit only, PD0. Rest one mistake, we need to take pin D. Okay, pin D. Make control S. Will make clean first of all if there are any files. Yes, there are no file, only files. File, main file, and switch status LED project. Go into AVR. Will make all. If there is error, show us. If the project exit code 0 comes, yes, we are correct. Now you can look here where are the files we are getting .x file. Then we are going into this particular proteus. I'm going to this X. Okay, you can see here, the LED status is 0 because the switch is grounded, means switch is grounded. If I click over here, switch is open, the supply goes towards the port D. You can see here supply go towards the port D. That's why all the ports they are blinking, means they are not blinking, they are on. Okay, so this is the way we can do the status of the switch. You can see here, if I press the switch, LEDs are off. If I press the switch, LEDs are on. You can make the status of the switch over here. So this is the way to do the switch interface to AVR microcontroller and the status of the switch to be on LED. You can see the programming here where I have just used one instruction. If pin D ended with 0x01, if it is true, code will be on, else it will be off, and it is written over in a while one, so that it will be continuously checking the condition of the port D. Thank you for watching my